You guys ready? You're gonna hate me for this. What's going on, people? This your boy Brass Tacks in this bitch. You already know. The one you've been waiting for, The Last Jedi. My thoughts on the movie generally, I thought it was pretty decent. I don't think it's one of the better ones. I thought The Force Awakens was a much better movie than this. There are a couple of things I had an issue with towards the film's climax. In terms of the Force, there's certain things that should and shouldn't happen, in my opinion. They brought out some new special abilities, which I felt kind of seemed very convenient. And a couple of subplots which really didn't need to be there at all. It seems as though critics and moviegoers alike are divided. A very divisive movie right here. It is what it is, what can you do? Forget all that though, let's get on to the tech specs. You got the black bars. Rated 12A in the UK, PG-13 in the US respectively. Runtime, 152 minutes. Shot in 3.4K, 6.5K, and IMAX. Visual effects rendered at 3K. Digital intermediate 4K. Dolby Atmos sound. Dolby Vision. There was no seal of approval effect. There was no reference quality effect. That's because this movie is neither in this bitch. It's gonna get crazy. So I watched the 1080p Blu-ray the day before I watched the 4K. Guess what? This 4K disc is an uptick. Yeah, you heard me. An uptick in this bitch. Hair, outfits, there's a little bit more shine to them. You can make out a little bit more wear and tear. Wrinkles, close-ups, everything has added detail. Fights the end of ships. Tell you what else it has grain. It has film grain. 1080p has film grain. This has a pubic hair, more of that shit too. Stop. Yeah. I was expecting some scenes really to pop with depth, and there was some depth in parts, especially outdoor scenes. Guess what? It was minimal at best. Visual effects for the most part looked great. There were a couple of instances where I felt it looked a bit off, but nothing's really gonna offend you in that respect. If you see the 1080p Blu-ray and you've watched it in the theaters, you kinda know what you're getting. So you wanna know what the HDR is like? So you're chilling at home, yeah? Your girl comes home, right? And she said to you, you know what? Baby, I bought this nice new dress. It is green. And you're thinking, oh shit, green, like emerald green? She's like, yeah, it's kind of like an emerald green. She shows it to you. Guess what? You like it, you're saying, babe, you know what? Looks good on you, I like it. I need to take you out so you can show that dress off. But she decides she doesn't like it. She wants to go for a slightly better color, slightly more two-tone, slightly more nuance. She goes to the store, comes back, puts the thing on. Guess what? She looks more or less the same in this bitch. Is there HDR in this disc? I don't know. Oh, this movie has so much potential to look A1. Is there wider color in this? I guess there is, slightly. Very slightly. You'll notice a few differences here and there. But is anything gonna blow you away? No. I was expecting the lightsabers to at least pop out the screen. Maybe some of the bright colors, maybe some of the laser effects, maybe some of the lightsabers are a tad brighter on this. But there is nothing, and I mean nothing, popping out the screen. Nothing's gonna blow you away. Nothing's gonna make you glad you invested in 4K. HDR is subtle as hell. But there is a scene, and some of you, and people who watch this will know exactly the scene I'm talking about. There is a scene involving Kylo Ren and Rey, and it's in a red room. When I watched it in the theaters, I said to myself, God damn, that shit is gonna be the standout moment in HDR. Guess what? Looked exactly the same as the Blu-ray in this bitch. Maybe a tad brighter, but a pubic hair brighter at that. You see this? You see this? Like that much brighter maybe. Overall though, the movie is darker. It's slightly darker than the 1080p. God damn. I guess you want to know about Dolby Vision. Alright, Here's the gist. Dolby Vision is a pubic hair better than the HDR on this bitch. Things stand out a little bit more, things are a little bit redder, a little bit bluer, a little bit greener in this bitch. There is nothing that's gonna blow you away. Maybe C-3PO looking a bit shiny and gold in this bitch. Guess what? He looks exactly the same. You tell your girl to go sit on the woofer, see what happens. You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna sit on the woofer, you're gonna tell the bitch to get back up and go back to the bed. The Atmos on this is a pubic hair better than the DTS track on the 1080p. The sound is pretty good on the 1080p. It packs a punch and it's got pretty good surround, right? In terms of the Atmos, it's very much the same as that, but there's nothing really going up on top. So I don't really know what to say. You know what? Don't take my word for it. I'm a cool Shane. What are your thoughts, brother?
On The Last Jedi?
On The Last Jedi.
Oh my god, I've been waiting for this all year. The transfer on this thing is freaking...
Look at him. He looked like he just saw the transfer of this bitch. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is going on my disappointing list of 2018. This is a big disappointment. This disc looks better, but not much better. You're gonna have someone come in the room and say, is this a 4K? Is this why you invested $2,000-3,000 on a 4K TV and a 4K setup? Because I'll tell you what, I ain't impressed. I wanted to say good things about it. I wanted to say it was amazing. I wanted to say it was a reference quality disc, but it's not. It really isn't. And I know this video is gonna get dislikes. I don't give a shit, because it's the truth. That's all I can really say. All right, guys. You take care. I'm gonna catch up with you soon.